Hello guys, this is Vijay from Dino Code Academy. So in this video, we're going to implement the insert functionality inside our crude SQLite operation, which is a basic application to teach you about all the necessary operation that we can perform inside our database table. So first we are going to implement the insert functionality, then we are going to implement the query and display all, and then so on. So let's get started with this video. So first at the top, we need to define the database variable. So I'm going to specify here a private, then to specify the SQLite database, and here I will be calling a database. And then I need to specify a private, which is our product DB helper object, and I'm going to name this as database helper. Now after declaring all of these two objects at the top of the onCreate, now we need to specify the values, means we need to instantiate these objects inside the onCreate. So first I'm going to type it here database helper, and then I'm going to use here a new, and then here I'm going to specify the product helper DB class, which is a product DB helper. Then I'm going to specify here a context, because this one is actually going to accept a one single parameter of a context. Now I'm going to close all the other applications, so close others. And now after specifying the database helper, we need to specify here a database is equal to, and then we need to specify database helper, and after that we need to call the writable database, because we also want to write the data. Means like if I will say that we are actually updating the content, we are actually pushing the data, and then we are actually deleting the data, and also we are inserting the data. That is the reason we are actually calling here a get writable database. If you just only want to retrieve the data, just like a query by ID and query and display, then on that situation you just need to call the get readable database. But we are actually performing both operations like read and write, so that is the reason we are actually calling here a get writable database. And now the first we need to apply the code inside the insert method, so that we can able to enter the data inside the with the use of these two edit text. So first here inside the insert method we need to specify the code. So first we need to get the data from these two edit text, which is a product name and product category. So here we need to specify two string variables. So first is of type product name, which is of type string, which will hold the name of our product. Then here we need to call it at product name dot get text, and then we need to specify here a toString. After terminating that, we need to again specify the another variable, which is for the product category. So here I also need to specify the C, which is a product name, and then here we need to specify et product category dot. Now what I did in these two lines of code, I am actually getting the values of these two edit text. So whatever value user enter here, like if user enter like some random values, then these two values will be inserted inside of these two. Now after that we need to create an object of the content value class, because content value class is actually used to enter the data inside the database. So here we need to specify the content values, then new, then content values. Then we need to terminate that. After creating the object of the content value, now with the help of this object, we are going to call a put method. So here we need to specify content values dot put. Then here we need to specify the column name. So it actually exists inside the products contract class. So products contract dot, and then we need to specify the nested class, which is the product entry. And after that we need to call the product name, which is a column product name. And the value that we want to insert is actually product name. Similarly, we need to do the again by just changing the column to. So I'm just going to duplicate that product category, and then here I need to specify the product category. So what I did with these two lines of code, we actually set the data inside the content values class object. Now we need to pass this content values object to the insert method. So let's start by doing it. So first I am going to specify here a long variable, long, and then I will be specifying here ID of row. After that, here we will be specifying the database dot insert, and then we need to call it here products, which first we need to specify the name of our product table, means the name of our table, because it takes the first parameter of the name of the table. You can say it's actually highlighting string table. So first you need to specify the table name. So it actually exists inside the products contract class. And after that we need to specify the nested class, which is the name of our product entry. Then we need to specify the constant, which is the table name of our product. Now for the null column X, I am going to specify the null, and then we need to pass the content values class object. And after that we want to terminate that. So with this line of code, we actually successfully able to insert the data inside the database table. So with the help of this insert method, we actually set the data inside the table. Now in order to see whether the data is inserted, I am going to print the old data inside the logcat. So with the help of this particular tag, which is a very simple public static final string tag, I am going to use a logcat statement to print the data inside the logcat. So here I will be specifying a log.I, and then here I will be specifying the tag, comma, and then we need to print the value. So here I will be writing a line, and then I will be specifying the colon, and then we need to concatenate the value, which is ID of row. So that marks the completion of the code inside our insert method. Now it's time to run the application to see whether this particular thing is working or not. So I'm going to run this application into my physical device. So I'm also going to expand the logcat. So you can see now this is my application is up and running inside my physical device. So I'm going to insert the value. First I'm going to type the name of the product. So I'm going to first type the name of the product like burger, and I'm going to type it as fast food. Then I'm going to click on the insert button. So you can see now the one item is inserted. So here you can see I have actually made a typo. I have actually named as inserted. So we need to just simply call it here inserted. And again I'm going to run the application because I don't want to make any typo. So you can see now our application is again running. And again I'm going to specify another product name. So I'm going to specify the candy. And candy is actually sweet. So I'm going to type it here as SWEET sweet. And if I just simply hit on insert button, then you can see item inserted at row 2. So yeah, we're actually done with the insert operation. So that's it for this video guys. If you like this video, then share it with your friends. And if you're new to my channel, then please subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon so that you will get notified when I upload a new video. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video where we're going to implement the query and display all functionality. That is this one. So on click of that, we want to display the all entries that we have inserted inside the logcat. So we are going to implement this feature in the next video.